Greetings from Silver Falls State Park, which is just outside of Salem, Oregon, in the wonderful Willamette Valley of Oregon State. I grew up coming here for family reunions because a lot of my ancestors come from the Willamette Valley of Oregon, and I have lots of fond memories of wandering around these trails. It's called the Trails of 10 Falls because there's 10 prominent waterfalls that have carved through lava rock, basalt lava that was oozing over this land thousands of years ago, and these rivers have cut through the lava to create these really dramatic waterfalls. And there's some old growth trees that have still survived that are sprinkled through here, moss and other things. And it's rather dry because it's in September, but there's still nature's abundance here. I've created a video for you to watch to immerse yourself in the beauty of nature here, and I invite you to feel the weight of your body, take a deep breath, and follow along with me in beautiful Silver Falls State Park in Oregon.
Welcome to a practice that's designed to help you deepen your relationship with the natural world. Now, you may already have your rituals, you may already have the things that you love to do when you're in the natural world, and that's great. There's no right or wrong way to be in nature. This is a practice based on my lifetime leading myself and others into the natural world and working with 6 key questions to ask yourself that allow you to go a little deeper into your connection to the natural world. So as you enter into this beautiful scene, imagine you're weaving yourself into the fabric of this land. You may ask yourself a question: how do I want to opt into this nature experience? How can I be more than a passerby or a tourist? How can I actually be part of this landscape? And as you start to slow down and take in all the textures and the colors and the sounds, and the vibration of the water, again ask yourself, how do I want to opt into this experience? And as you take a deep breath, breathe in the colors, the textures, the sounds, the feelings, and you can breathe out anything you don't need for this experience right now. And feel the weight of your body and feel a softening happening. And that softening is really what's allowing you to better align with nature, with the natural world. You just imagine you're melting into, you're folding into this scene. And as you do that, imagine that you're plugging in, or maybe you're aligning, or maybe you have an intention today. Maybe you're carrying something in your heart, or in your spirit, or on your mind. But it's about softening all the parts of your inner self to make a connection, to deepen your connection, and to align with all the aspects of nature that you see here. Continue to take deep breaths and feel the weight of your body, almost as if you're softening. Maybe you're softening into the seat where you're seated, the same way that you're softening into this beautiful scene in nature. And you may sit with the question, how do I want to be present today? How can I be more present and in tune to my self-clarity, just as I am in tune to this scene in nature? And as you do this, you might notice the shapes that you see here, the textures. You might take in the different colors and really imagine that you are part of the fabric of this scene. And take a deep breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. And feel a continued softening within your inner body, within your inner self, within your self-clarity. What do you notice? What do the shapes, how do the shapes here and the colors and the textures speak to you? Or maybe you want to speak to the shapes and the colors in the plants. This is an opportunity to ask yourself these questions. How do I connect? How do I keep present? Take a deep breath in and a big exhale. And as you exhale, imagine that you're removing anything within you or anything around you that you don't need right now. And feel a continued softening of your inner self, as if you were softening into the fabric of the land that you see here before you. And as you do this, as you're part of this scene, consider your natural pace. Because things in nature typically move from slow to medium. They're usually not rushed, and they're not stagnant either. There's always some kind of movement. And use this opportunity to ask yourself, what is my natural pace? Because so much of daily life requires us to go fast. But when you think about what is your natural pace, you think about what is sustainable in my life. What pace where is my natural pace that could sustain me forever? And take a deep breath and feel the weight of your body, and just imagine aligning your natural pace with what you see in this scene here. The water flowing, the moss growing, the leaves blowing. When you opt into nature and you ask questions about cultivating intent and alignment, and then choose to be present, and then slow down to your natural pace, something amazing can happen because you're slowing down all of your systems, including your inner self. You're better able to align with nature's intelligence, with messages that nature might have for you, or with aspects of healing, of providing you with wellness support or awakening. And so this part of this experience, the question to sit with is, what do I notice? And take in the textures and the colors and the sounds and reflect on that. And as you're aligned better, as you're aligned deeper with nature's intelligence, you have access to questions. You have access to a conversation with nature about your inner self, about your life, about awareness, and about deepening into a sense of belonging, a sense of resilience and purpose. So as you take another deep breath and you feel the weight of your body softening into your seat, ask yourself, what do I notice? take another deep breath, breathe in and exhale. Take another deep breath and breathe in and exhale. And choose to remember all the parts of this experience today, the whole arc of the experience, from opting into nature's intelligence, opting into this experience, to cultivating intent and focusing on how to keep present, and then feeling into your natural pace and getting a sense for what that is, what that feels like. And then opening up all of your senses to the question, what do I notice? And as you reflect on this experience, choose to remember the colors and the textures, how you felt, maybe questions that you have, or maybe questions that were answered. And remember that this is a practice. This can be an ongoing relationship that you can deepen, that you can develop. This is a practice that you can fold into your existing traditions in your own way, going into the natural world. And the more you're able to keep this conversation running with nature's intelligence, it's really a way to see yourself more clearly. And that leads to deeper sense of feelings of belonging, of resilience and of purpose. And those things lead to healing, wellness, and awakening. So thank you for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you down the road.